Welcome to the Royal Road School of Carmelite Prayer. We are currently looking at an article entitled Love4Love, The Life and Works of St. Teresa of Jesus, written by Edith Stein, or also known as Sister Teresa Benedicta of the Cross. So Edith Stein is talking to us currently about Teresa's childhood and youth. And she is telling us that the early death of Teresa's mother cut deeply into her youth. She was then 13 years old, and she herself says about it, "I threw myself down in despair before an image of the Mother of God. With many tears, I implored the Holy Virgin to become my mother now." Uttered with the simplicity of a child, this prayer was heard. From that hour on, I never prayed to the Virgin in vain, says Teresa. The young person certainly surmised that she needed special protection, having lost her mother just when she especially needed her. Teresa had blossomed into a young beauty. Black curls framed her white forehead. Luminous dark eyes revealed the passion of her soul. Her movements and posture had natural grace and dignity. The liveliness of her spirit, her charming amiability, gave her attractiveness in her social life that almost no one could resist. The dangers already inherent in these natural gifts were increased by an inclination that had already awakened in the young girl during her mother's life. Donna Beatrice, her mother, who was constantly housebound because of her suffering, liked to find a little distraction in the romances of chivalry and was weak enough to allow her children to read them too, even though this was not the father's intent. After her death, Teresa gave in to her passion without restraint and devoured one book after the other, busying herself with them day and night. Those novels are forgotten today, but we know their character from magnificent satire Cervantes' Don Quixote, which exposed for all time such writings and their impact. The knight of the woeful countenance, who mistook windmills for giants and a peasant girl for a princess, is the victim of such caricatures of real life. Teresa's active imagination was also enchanted by such entrancing portrayals of the deeds of heroic knights. The gentle attraction of the pious legends of her childhood paled against these colorful exploits. With bitter regret, she herself later looked back on these youthful mistakes. And this is what she said: "Oh, how I suffer now when I recall how I forgot the longings of my childhood. My God, since you seem to have decided to rescue me, let it be your glorious will to do so. Why did this soul, which you have selected for your habitation and showered with grace, become spotted like this? I feel great pain remembering it, for I know very well that I alone was guilty. You, O Lord, have left nothing untried to open my eyes ever since my younger days." So it isn't surprising that Teresa, as a young girl, began to compare herself with the heroines of her beloved novels. "There came a time when I understood," she said, "the natural gifts that heaven had bestowed on me. Soon I acquired a taste for beautiful clothes. I wanted to appear well-dressed. I took many pains with my hands and my hair. I resorted to every lovely scent and beauty aid that I could lay my hands on. Above all, I loved meticulous cleanliness. I really did not have any ulterior motives at all in my heart, and for all the world, I did not want anyone to get an idea of offending God. Amen. So, what was just read is under the second chapter, Teresa's childhood and her youth. And there will be another video to conclude this chapter because it was rather long. So we're learning about Teresa as a young girl, as described to us by Edith Stein, or Sister Teresa Benedicta of the Cross. I hope you're enjoying this little biography of Teresa of Avila, and may God bless you and yours. Amen.